Hello everybody and welcome back to Copper Coins Coin Roll Hunt Reveal E077, a 1959D Fed Reserve Bank of Cleveland original roll. I'm your host Eric Beyer and it's good to be back in the saddle. Wait for a couple of people to get in here and we'll get things started. The coin you see on the screen is the giveaway. 1959D 1MM038, and hopefully we'll get a couple in here real quick. Not sure what the schedule for tomorrow is going to be. I wanted to touch base with you guys. I might end up doing 2 reveals on Monday. Hey Malcolm, how you doing? Can you hear me okay? Because it's a new setup, so this is like the first run through. Doing real well, doing real well. All right, well, okay, good to hear. We'll get things started. Let me get my bag of chips. I will draw the chip. Hey Dennis, how are you today? You deserve it. Coin number 38 is the giveaway. Yeah, I'm taking a break from construction work myself. My back and everything else is just gone. But we will open this roll and we will get things started here. Come on, I almost got you. I can feel you giving. There we go. I think. Yep, there we go. I ended up getting some new rolls for us to look through during the construction time. I think I got about 15 different 59D different wrappers for the bank wraps. All right, there we go. And we will get this show on the road. Let's see what we got here. I got to zoom in a little bit. Turn up the light. And we got a little RPM there. Nice. Have to break that down a little bit. See if it's listed or listable, but I would assume at this point it is. Oh, and that coin. It didn't come from South Florida. These coins actually came from Virginia. This is the end coin, though. I ended up getting 200 and something rolls from a guy in Virginia. The next coin in the roll is for Frostbite. Yeah, that one's a little brighter. And it looks like it is possibly the same die. See if it's got these. It does. So 2 RPMs. That's not a bad start. Let me make a pile here. I have been feverishly working at the reveals that were done while I was doing the construction. And I am working on the 49D roll right now. I think it's reveal 505. The reveals prior to that have been photographed and identified. There was a lot of good rolls in that bunch of reveals. Really good stuff. Coin number 3 goes to Roy. Different die. Focus it up a little bit. I got my field of focus in my scope improved. Hey, Jim Fletcher, how are you? How do you guys feel about a reveal happening tomorrow? I didn't realize it was Easter when I scheduled it until I went to work yesterday and found out it was Good Friday. So I might do 2 reveals on Monday if you guys think that's the best thing to do. 2 reveals on Monday or do a reveal tomorrow, Dennis? Coin number 4 goes to Jim Fletcher. Yeah, we're supposed to get rain over the next couple days. This looks like the same as die 1, and it is. So there's 3 of these minor split serif RPMs so far. Out of 4 coins, not too bad. Two tomorrow? I can do so. I'll do one, at least one tomorrow. I was going to do 2 Monday possibly. I got my family coming over for an early dinner, but I'll be done relatively early. Yeah, I just didn't want too many people not to be able to participate because they've got family plans or stuff like that. Coin number 5 is for Farm Dog. Got to get used to the way that's set up. Pardon me. My microphone is coming from a separate direction than it used to. It used to come right from the center of the computer, and now I've got it coming from the side. And eventually, pardon me, it's going to come from the center top and hang down in front of me. I've just got to get the shelf brackets and the shelf put up. Hey, Techstar, how are you? That 51D roll we're doing, from the edges, it looks good. They look real good. I ended up getting 2 different tube sets, 5 rolls. And so there's 2 different set of rolls. I haven't had a chance to look through any yet. Next coin is for Carl. I'm still been kind of busy just getting things in order. Unique area for a die gouge there. I think that's the same die as the second coin was. Let me look at that, see if that had that same one. It didn't. I have to keep an eye out for that, even though I do think that's just a blemish. So are you almost done sanding, Malcolm? That's the worst part of that job. Stuff gets everywhere. And nothing on the reverse for Carl. Yeah, I think in next week, 2 of the rolls will be, one will be a 52D and one will be a bank wrapped 58D. And then I'll maybe do another one. I'm not sure. I might just do 1 wheat roll and 2 memorial rolls. But I'm still going to keep it down to 3 rolls until I get caught up with all the photographs and everything. All right, don't see anything so far on the obverse of this coin. But I sure did miss looking at coins. When I got busy on those reveals, it was nice. The first 2 days, I did 14-hour days both times. Both days. Coin number 8 goes to Taco John. All right, now this, if it's the same, yeah, that's just something on that planchet. On the one coin that had that blemish in front of the eye. Hey Frostbite, how you doing today? That's great to hear. Great to hear. It is a beautiful day outside. At least it is here. Next coin is for Crispy. Well, this is a die we haven't seen. There's not a lot besides RPMs in 59D. There is a nice Class 6 DDO, and I think that John Wexler might have a couple of Bar L type for 59D. There might be a couple. I do believe there is a couple of minor DDRs. But nothing that's striking a memory to me to that. Next coin is for Techstar. Oh, nice. Nice. That's the same die we just looked at. Know that by this little die gouge right here. I do believe I'm going to have to get a different table to put the scope on. I'm actually wiggling the scope. It's a small computer desk that's like a child's computer desk. And if I push too hard or too fast, it makes the whole table move. A little bit of machine doubling on this coin. Starts right there, goes all the way around. Coin number 11 goes to Mark Thomas. I believe this is an RPM, and it is. Here it is right here. We'll get in close and take a pretty good look at it. You can see it a little bit right there, and then right there. I'll get it in focus since I've... So this is the 1 RPM die that I've seen in the roll so far. And on this note, we are probably going to stop looking at the reverses and just concentrate on the obverses. Coin number 12, is for Paul Hampton. And there's a die that we've seen before. So this is turning out to be a nice original roll. And it's going to be interesting because I've got like Chicago branch of the Fed Reserve. I've got a bunch of different 59D rolls to look at. Next coin is from Malcolm. I ended up getting a lot of 60D rolls too. It was actually a pretty good haul. The person usually does firearms auction, and the person that owned the coins had a lot of firearms, and basically they told the auctioneer, if you want to sell the guns, you got to sell the coins. And they were all pennies, mostly circulated wheat pennies, which I didn't take any of. Coin 14 is for Cookie. Yeah, when he called me and said, hey, do you want these? I was like, sure. He was not a good shipper, though. When the medium flat rate box got to me, it looked like a basketball. The only saving grace was that he had basically covered it in filament tape, so it didn't break. All the hand wrapped rolls, there was about 25 hand wrapped rolls out of the 200 rolls, and they were all broken open. But all the bank wrap stuff's managed to, a couple of them had, like this roll had a like a 1/4 inch tear in it, but nothing ended up coming out of them. And this is another RPM. We got the die scratches up there. So all right, we've got lots of examples of this. So far we have 5. Anybody have any great plans done for the weekend, or everybody staying home? We've got my one daughter coming over. It'll be nice to spend some time with the grandkids. And then next week I fly out to Chuck's house for 3 days. Coin 17 goes to Jim Fletcher, so we'll get him out doing something. We'll get some content for sure. Me and Brian will do something with him. Coin 18 goes to Parvis. Has anybody heard from Parvis? I know Chuck does try to call him, but I haven't heard anything, any news on him. Nope. I thought for a second that was could be one to the south. Yeah, I had his number and I couldn't find it. I know Chuck's tried to call him a couple times. Yeah, I put him in on these. I think Chuck's going to put in on his while he can on some. Ooh, got the rubber roller from the rolling machine. I'm not sure if that's debris in there. It is, I believe. What causes that is when the counter counts and holds, the wheel just rubs on that and little pieces of rubber get caught in the grooves. Hadn't seen this die pair before. So after this, I plan on trying to finish up Reveal 505. Trying to get the photograph. There is a lot of different dies. It looks like at least 6 or 7 different RPMs in that roll. The 46S roll was a bear too. All right, we've recognized this die due to the die scratch through the 1-9. Coin 21 goes to Stephen A. And we got an RPM. Looks to be the same one. It is. That die scratch right here and here and here, and then there should be some coming out the nose and forehead. And there they are. Anybody have any good finds over the last month? Coin 22 goes to Mickey. Am I the last? Are you the last person? I don't know. And we have, yeah, hit that like button. We have 2 likes. That's it. And we've seen this die. This is a normal die, but we will look to see. Got a little bit of toning and wax on it. This is a reaction right here that comes from the paper in the roll. The acid turns the copper colors. Next coin is for Carl. He had the pleasure of doing my taxes a couple days ago. Just yuck. That's all I can say. seems like every year I plan on making it where I don't have to pay, and every year I still pay the same amount. It's like, oh, we'll contribute more so we don't have to pay. And then it's like we didn't even not contribute. And another RPM here. There's the stripes or the die scratches between the 1 and 9. There's the one by the neck. And there's the nose and forehead. So quite a few of these. I think we're at almost 10 now. This right here is wax, and it comes from either the counter or the rolling machine to keep it lubricated. I didn't this year. I mean, I tried, but I didn't do enough to actually. Next year I will for sure. And here's another one. I did have the insurance company sent adjusters out for the 3rd time. So I'm not sure what that means. Hey, Born Rebel, how are you? Yeah, so far it's pretty good. Next coin is from Mark Thomas. It's from a lot I got while I was actually doing The Office. Got a lot of 58D rolls too. Some in tubes, some in original bank wrapped rolls. Yeah, that's the truth too, Wanda. It sure does seem that way. But now that all of a sudden the people that are in our government must be getting worried about not being reelected, because all of a sudden there's supposed to be insurance reform that doesn't involve the insurance companies. Here's another RPM, I believe. Yep, there it is. So we'll see if that helps. But it seems like everybody is saying the same thing that I did. All of a sudden the adjusters all showed back up out at people's houses about 2 days after this news story broke that all the politicians were turning on the insurance companies. I mean, I know somebody in Fort Myers that lost their house. I mean, it's gone. And they offered them $38,000 to settle for their house. And the house was probably worth $700,000. And then it turns out he can't rebuild because his lot is a half foot too short. Yeah. Well, they offered me, their adjuster said I had $200,000 in damage. And they said I didn't meet my deductible after depreciation. They tried to depreciate my house 99% on everything. It's just crazy. Next coin is from Malcolm. You certainly can, Techstar. Yeah, anybody's welcome. It might take me a little bit to reply, but anybody is welcome. Here's another one of our RPMs. There's the scratches between the 1 and 9. And I know I hired a private adjuster, and he said that he thinks that they're going to make me a reasonable offer here pretty soon. Which I hope, because I've got a lot. It's good roll, Roger. They're all the same RPMs, too. There's only one different, one RPM, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 so far. Sand Digger, welcome. Next coin is for Paul. Kevin 07, good to see ya. Glad you could join us. And a normal coin for Paul. It sure is good to be back and doing this. I really missed it. Next coin is for Carl. Well, this is a die we've seen, but I don't remember the die clash being in the other one that we've seen. We've seen this probably 10 times. The die scratch going through the 1-9. Okay. Sounds good, Techstar. Coin 32 goes to Frostbite. And nothing showing up on the obverse here. Coin 33. Try to remind me about the giveaway at coin 38, so I don't forget. Now, this is a die that I haven't seen yet. I might see something here. I have to look, and I'm not sure if that's a die gouge. I'm going to have to look at that with the loop before I put it back in the... I'm going to keep this one aside so I can look at it with different lighting. With the tilted light, I can see things I can't see with the way the light is here. Coin 34 goes to Doug. And a normal coin for Doug. Coin 35 goes to Farm Dog. I guess there is a little die clash still there. Back that off just a tad more. So we still got a 51D and a 60D large date to do this week. And I think I might just go ahead and do one tomorrow on Easter. That's okay with you guys. Would you rather it early or at night? Next coin is for Cookie. little hit on the mint mark on this one. Some wax in the eye. At night. I will probably do it at 6 or 7 o'clock then. That's night for me, Dennis. I will be sleeping at 9. Ooh, yum. And the same die as the last one. And normal coin. But yeah, this has been a pretty good roll. It's only had about 4 different die pairs in it, which is kind of neat. Next coin is for Richard. Same die as the last 2 coins. Matter of fact, right after this reveal, I think I'm going to try and identify this and take a photo of it. If not, that way this whole roll is done. And I can sort it out. Oh, coin 38. That was Richard. He's the winner. All right. Let me make a note. And Richard is the recipient of that RPM right there. Not a bad looking RPM. It's 1mm 038. Congratulations, Richard. All right, let me put that here. That there. All right, coin 39. Get this all set back up again, and I recognize the die already. The same die as the last 3 coins now. Has that concentric die scratch to the 1-9 of the date. Coin 40 goes to Ant. One of the RPMs. And there it is, right there. You can see the die scratches through the 1-9 that I've been looking. And there's the one by the neck. And there's the ones off the nose. The way the coin is tilted, it's not showing up real good on this one. Coin 41 goes to Stephen. Another RPM. Yeah, we're supposed to get rain tomorrow and the next day. It's actually supposed to get cool here. Kind of looking forward to it. Next coin is for Taco John. I take it you have satellite internet or cell internet, Wanda? Ooh. Well, I hope it don't. It's only supposed to get down to 75 here. But we had a couple days last week where, for this time of year, it was brutal heat. It was like 95. Coin 43 goes to Techstar. Oh, you got CenturyNet or something? There's the one with the concentric die scratch to the 1-9. I know a lot of people out in this city have CenturyNet. They hate it. Coin 44 goes to Crispy. Ah, all right. I've really been happy. I got rid of the cable and got the fiber, and it's really treated me well, except for when it goes out. Like somebody hit the fiber line on the main road where they were doing construction. It does take them 2 or 3 days to get it back up. It's not. I mean, the one thing I can give Comcast credit for is if you get an outage, they're fixing it right away. And when it's an outage that takes the whole city down. Another RPM there. I do got to say, I'm going to be making a lot of labels or a lot of cards, inserts, because 497, 498, and then I did 501 to 505. There's been a lot of RPMs in those rolls. Lots. Coin 46 goes to Paul Hampton. All right, normal coin for Paul. Coming to the end of the roll, coin 47 for Malcolm. I don't recognize this die pair. Oh, they got into a lot of trouble. There was people without internet for 4 months after the hurricane here, and from what I heard, they didn't refund any of their payments through the auto payment system. So you're probably right. Well, give that kitty some love. Oh, my kitty. Yeah, it's at the door wanting in. She's a pretty good cat. A little neurotic, but all right, next coin goes to Roy. Roy gets some wax on it. Yeah, I got a second cat, but he's just so old that he's a good cat. He just exists and wants to be petted and eats and sleeps and does his other duty, and basically that's it. But he's like 17 years old now, so. And the last and final coin for the roll goes to Mickey. Little Tona. We got a Tona. Yeah, you're right. This one is a little more neurotic than most. But she's a good cat. I'm glad she's ours. All right, that's it. Not a bad roll. Let's see how many we ended up with. I think it was 13 or 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That was for Mark Thomas, Stephen A., Ant, Malcolm, Techstar, Crispy, Taco, Carl, Stephen A., Ant, Mark Thomas, Jim Fletcher, Frostbite, and Parvis. Chuck did do a 59D roll, I think last week. But I'm not exactly sure when, but he just did do one. So go back in the video list under live and check it out. But anyways, I will do a roll tomorrow. I'll do the 51D roll tomorrow. I'll check it out, Sandigger. I'll let you know tomorrow when I do the 51D roll. Because they post automatically usually, unless there was something in there that was copyrighted, then they'll take it down. Yeah. I just know this one's age because we got it when it was a kitten. And then there was 2 of them. And when we moved down here, the vet said the one couldn't travel. So we left both of them with my daughter in Michigan. And then she got up and moved and just called me one day and says, you got to come get your cat. So I drove up there and got it. And he's been here ever since. And that was 17 years. So, but anyways, I hope everybody has a great night. And I will see you all tomorrow. And if I don't see you tomorrow, you all have a happy Easter. See you later. Bye.